Hey guys, happy Monday. It is 12:30. Welcome to another edition of Solving Your Stress Miniseries. I am your host, Sam, and every Monday at 12:30, we come together to discuss stress. We talk about the things that stress you out. We talk about strategies, tactics, and tools to overcome the stress. And we get to do it together every week. How fun is that? Hey, if you are watching right now, you've got a question, go ahead and ask it while we are live here. And today, I want to talk about the importance of training your response to stress. Now, you might be thinking, what do you mean, Sam, train your response to stress? Well, if you look at anything that you're really good at in your life, it's probably because you've trained to be good at it. You've taken the steps to learn it, and you repeat it over and over and over again to where your response now is almost unconscious. Think about famous basketball player Michael Jordan. He can do a layup without a problem, right? In fact, if you asked him to break down his exact movements in doing a layup, he probably would have a difficult time doing that because it's in his unconscious. Well, that's what I want to talk with you about today. Because here's the problem. We are going through our days, some of us completely stressed out, not really taking the time to understand what is even stressing you out, just plowing through and moving at such a high rate of speed that we just, every day, it's like a repeat cycle, rinse and repeat. We manage the stress, we plow through it, we go to sleep, we get up the next day, and we do the same thing. That's not fun. That leads to burnout. And burnout, we don't even want to go there. That's a subject of a different life. So that's the problem. So what if there was a way that you could actually take your stress on head on, deal with it, identify it, move through it, and continue on? I mean, that's one big reason why we're here together each Monday. That's what we do here. So I promise you there are tactics, tools, and stuff out there that help you manage your stress. One of the biggest things I talk about is detach, prioritize, and execute. And if you haven't seen the live that I've done several about detach, prioritize, and execute. Go ahead and jump onto the website, samanthahorwitz.com, and check it out in the blog section. So let's say you are doing this, detach, prioritize, and execute. You've got the tactics, tools, and strategies to move through it. Well, just like anything new, the problem now lies, well, gosh, I'm already stressed out. Do I want to try and figure out this new strategy? Because maybe it won't work. Totally natural. That's what goes through our brains, okay? It's your choice, and I talk about choice a lot. I can promise you, because of the stuff that I've been through as a first responder, having those key strategies, tactics, and tools to manage your stress are absolutely key to living a life with less stress and stress with less impact on you and your health. How do I know this? Because I was diagnosed with post-traumatic stress way back in 2003 after being in Tower 1 on 9/11 when the plane hit it. Didn't know what post-traumatic stress really was. Didn't know I was suffering from it. Finally got a diagnosis. And what did I receive in my therapy? Tactics, tools, and strategies to manage my triggers, to manage the stress. It's called post-traumatic stress. So I received that. Well, what did I have to do to manage that in my life? I had to practice. And the more I practiced when the stress came up, the better and more effective I was in alleviating those triggers, that stress response, and moving through. So I trained it into my unconscious. That's my wish for you. That is the solution, one of them, and it's a big one, one of the big things that you can do when the stress comes up. You can train yourself in the tactics, tools, and strategies called Detach, Prioritize, and Execute. Like I said, I've talked about it on many lives before. You can go to samanthahorwitz.com on my blog, read about it there. Because I guarantee you, if you train it, you practice it, you utilize it when the stress comes up, you'll have that, and it's a no-brainer every single time. And when stress comes up, you want to have that response that moves you through. You don't want to have a crazy reaction where you're yelling and screaming and feeling completely overwhelmed. You may have heart palpitations. Lots of stuff happens when we're stressed. We don't want that. That's the negative. That's the ugly side of stress. So, quick recap. It's important to train yourself to move through the stress. Train, detach, prioritize, and execute. Because I promise you, with the training, it becomes an automatic response. So when the stress comes up, got this. And what an incredible, awesome feeling that is. So, like I said, you want more about Detach, Prioritize, and Execute, visit my website, samanthahorwitz.com. Click on blogs, everything you need to know about stress. You can practice Detach, Prioritize, and Execute. I lay it out different ways. Talk about why it's important to practice. So it's right there for you. Hey, you want to take a deep dive with me into combating your stress and actually being able to employ strategies, tactics, and tools right off the bat? Then you also want to click on the free training, which is in the menu, top menu on my website. Again, it's samanthahorwitz.com. Click on free training. I'll take you through a 1-hour free training session. You'll learn more about my story, about the stress, about post-traumatic stress, how it affected me, and how you can have tools in your toolbox immediately to start combating your stress. I want to thank you for joining me each week here on Facebook. And I want to thank everybody who's tuned in on the Instagram Live. I'm going to start setting up other things, but everybody who has connected with me on Instagram, it's the newest tool in the toolbox here. Thank you so much. You can reach me and stay in touch with me through all of social media, right here on Facebook, on the Instagram, and on Twitter at @TheSamHorwitz. You can also check out my YouTube page, which has tons of videos just like this, because I put them on the YouTube, and on YouTube and on LinkedIn, I am at Samantha Horwitz. So until next time, guys, Sam out.